What are some of those tangible results that you've seen?
So for me, probably one of the biggest ones, funnily enough, was around finance. Now, what would happen generally if you look at, I guess, going back to before this process, the wellbeing process, that let's say, for example, I had a player that would come in and he would say, I'm feeling anxious, I've got anxiety. The default process for me then, as the welfare manager, would go, anxiety, I've heard that, okay, I'm going to send you off to our EAP, for example, you need to talk to someone. Off they would go, and we'd instigate a process that for us, unfortunately, wasn't overly productive. Didn't have much good feedback on that process. So what wellbeing started to do, and this is where Check 5 came in, is that similar sort of thing, and you can get on this results, is that people can start to identify little areas in their life that they may be not quite comfortable with. So the information, for example, that I'll get back from that player is not a good reading in the finance category. Now, this has happened to me. The reason I bring finance up is because it was so familiar. It happened time and time again. It was a really regular thing. What would happen is that would allow me to extend that conversation a little bit further. So, mate, what's going on here? I see with the finance. Yeah, I have credit card problems. I've got debt. I need to blah, blah, blah. And then your good friend, Steve Main, the guys out there at PKF, for you guys have been exceptional for us as an area or an ability to actually resolve those issues.
Help them.
So that's what would happen, is that that conversation would extend to a point where we understand we've got some serious financial matters. I then had a network or an avenue to point that issue to. I'm not exaggerating, within a really short space of time, 2 or 3 weeks period of time or whatever, I've got an athlete there who's jumping around training, kicking his heels together, no anxiety, that's all gone because he's had that issue solved.
Yeah, so effectively.